everybody, welcome. It's Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy. As always, thanks for tuning in and watching my daily vlog. Day 5 of lockdown today, so I hope you're all hanging in there. I appreciate things are not easy at the moment for lots of people, but anyway, we're going to carry on with this daily vlog. A few more questions. We're going to do another little Q&A today. Tomorrow, predicted here in the UK where I live, some very high winds, 40-50 miles an hour, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to shoot any videos tomorrow, but we'll try. We may be able to use the wind to our advantage. Lottie's in the house, aren't you, Lottie? And the reason she's down here, Lottie, is she wants a biscuit. Sit down, good girl. There we go. I had to entice her down with a bit of a biscuit. So yeah, let's give you some Q&As. I've got a question here from Jay Elton from Canada, and he said, Andrew, what are your thoughts on wearing gloves? Really good question. I often question the use of a glove sometimes. I think if your grips on your clubs are in good condition, and these days, you know, we've got some really good grips out there, very, very tacky, very tactile. If your grips are good and you're not playing in the rain or the heat where your hands are going to perspire a little bit, I'm pretty sure it's okay to not wear a glove. It is for me. But the times I really need a glove is when my hands get a little bit sweaty or if I'm playing in the rain. Besides that, you know, pros are not going to like me for saying this, you could probably get away with not wearing a glove, but then again, you know, you look at all the tour pros, they wear gloves, so there must be something in it. So don't know, I think it's personal choice. There's many good golfers over the years who haven't worn gloves. I think Fred Couples played most of his career without wearing a glove, said he never really needed one, and I'm sure there's a few others. Is there any advantage to wearing 2 gloves? Maybe, again, in bad conditions, wet conditions, wearing 2 gloves might give you a little bit more control over the club face. So that's that one covered. Thanks for the question, Jay. Slightly more technical question, this one, coming from Edwin Lambley. He contributed to my channel, always asks me some good questions and posts some good comments. And Edwin was asking me about lie angles on wedges, should they be made flatter? And it's a topic which I came across a few years ago, and I want to try and explain this as easily as I can. So, as you're probably aware, that the lie angle is the way that the club sort of sits on the ground. If a lie angle is too upright, then the toe of the club sits off the ground, and if it's too flat, the toe of the club digs into the ground. And when you go for custom fitting, it's essential that you get the correct lie angle fitted. Sorry, I'm going to have to stand side on here because the wind's howling off my left and the microphone's going to pick it up. So lie angles are really important. So let's just say, for instance, that you go for a fitting and you come out at 1 degree upright, so 1 degree above standard. There's a lot of thinking amongst elite players that you have your wedges, say your sand wedge, maybe your gap wedge and your lob wedge, made a little bit flatter. So maybe if you're 1 degree up on all your irons, you might go 1 degree flat on your wedges. Now the reason for this is something called shaft droop. Now it sounds painful, doesn't it? But yeah, let's explain to you what shaft droop is. So maybe another term which I could, but that's officially what I'm not making that term up. Shaft droop is what it's called. Basically, a shaft bends in a couple of different ways. It bends this way, okay, and it also bends forward. This is what, as far as I understand it, is what we refer to as shaft droop. So when you're hitting full iron shots, which are 1 degree upright, and you're generating a lot of club speed, the shaft is actually going to do this. It's going to bend that way forward, okay, which has the effect of flattening the club out, so changing the lie angle. On your wedges, where you're not hitting the ball anywhere near as hard, you're not going to get as much shaft droop. So the idea there being is that you set the wedges up slightly flatter. Now, will that make any difference to the average golfer? Maybe, maybe not, but it's certainly a topic which you may or may not be familiar with. So I hope that one answers the question, Edwin. You did ask me about grips as well. Unfortunately I haven't got time to answer that question today. Third and final question today comes from my brother. Thank you, brother, supporter of my channel. My brother's called Martin Ainsworth, and he lives up north. He lives in, wind's really blowing, it's knocking me off balance now. My brother lives up north. He lives in my hometown. I was born in Chorley, Lancashire, which is about 200 miles north of where I live now. I now live down in Hertfordshire. So yeah, my brother asked me a question about short game. He's got a very nice little short game area in his back garden where he's had some AstroTurf fitted down and he's turned it into a putting green. And he has various golf balls that he chips with, real balls. And have you ever seen these airflow balls, the little plastic balls with holes in them? Post a picture up there somewhere. And he was asking if airflow balls are any good to chip with. Oh, hello Murph. Murph's coming in. Big old, oh, Lottie's have just gone after him. Watch my tripod, Lottie. Lottie's going into a flat spin. I told you my dog was bonk. Lottie, come here. Murph, here's a biscuit. Okay, so it's becoming a bit of a dog show now. There you go, mate. Lottie's slightly bonkers. Calm down, you're on camera. Lost my train of thought now after Lottie went a bit nuts. He was asking if the airflow balls were any good. Well, the honest answer is they're not that good. They're not very representative of what a golf ball will do, but they're certainly better than nothing. They don't really spin or they don't sort of generate much correct curvature, but the better balls to actually use are called Almost Golf, and I'm going to do a video, weather permitting, tomorrow using Almost Golf and do some short game with those. These are absolutely brilliant, and I'll post a little link down below as to where you can get your hands on some if I can find that information. So yeah, airflow balls, better than nothing, but there are better alternatives, Martin, available on the market if you wish to pursue them. Lottie's gone spinning again there. So that's it for today's little vlog. Thanks again for watching. Stay safe wherever you are. Yeah, let's just keep golf on our minds in these worrying times, and I'm sure we'll be back on the golf course sooner than later. Post more questions if you like. I'm always happy to try and answer them as much as I can, but the next couple of vlogs coming your way will be more onto short game and actually hitting some shots, and the green's coming on quite well. Cut the green out on day one, and as I say, it's not Augusta, but it is starting to get a little bit of definition, so I'll show you that quite soon. So that's it, I'm all done for today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll speak again soon. Bye for now.